With every organisation or commercial enterprise that interfaces with the vulnerable, there should be a committee or an appointed representative who decides on the exclusion or the restriction of a select group of people or individual. It should be out in the open, not hidden and denied as is the case today. For now we have discrimination and harassment and criminality by staff, part of and supported by the organisation's culture. The criteria to being rounded into this group as a consequence of the management and employees and volunteers of said organisations that they find it so distressing and repulsive to have to deal with these select groups is as follows. To be excluded, you will not sell out. You will not look the other way. You will not abuse others under direction of the staff. You will demand standards. You will complain. You will be horrified by slack standards and abysmal work conditions and shoddy service. You will spot the subversive racism and sectarianism. You see through the lie. You can see the cowards and the stupid and the apologists among the staff. You stand with the other. So if we have committees up and down this island, and they put forward these names of the excluded, we ideally as a people, but more likely the few who look out for the other, will organise alternatives that actually treat all with respect and impartiality. I am thinking of dinner houses, aka soup kitchens, homeless hostels, drug counselling centres, homeless and street dropping centres, charity shops and charities that deal with homeless and the powerless. As I stated, this also applies to commercial enterprises. So for instance, credit unions and financial institutes, pubs, cafes, supermarkets and shops. So therefore, in every reasonable sized town, there is at least one of these businesses that is based on the principles of decency and fair, equitable access. How do you deal with organisations that in theory there can have one of them in a town, such as the NGO's welfare office or the post office? Maybe you can have 1 or 2 days of the week where in the evening a few hours are given by staff who have fulfilled the prerequisites of the antithesis of the typical public and civil servant. They actually have a professionalism and an empathy that the mainstream public servant purports to have. I know such an idea would be a senior union official's worst nightmare. Now we are all closer to the pursuit of happiness, the 1% of the population who believes in living in what they say are content with life. The other 99% who believe in living in deceit and in contradiction to what they say are ecstatic. The committee may not come to active fruition, but it is an acknowledgement of abuse by official Ireland and its agents and society that underpins it. You may claim the committee is a pipe dream, but it's better than the nightmare we have now. For your vision is based on walking all over and crunching the bones of the living and pretending it isn't happening. Now that is a crack pipe dream. Thank you and consider subscribing.